All right, my grade 10s. Let's see. So, for me to be able to simplify this, I would need to break down those terms so that they become individual factors, all right? So that would be my first focus. So I want to break down these terms. Then I will have the bottom one as 12 to the 2x and 12 to the negative 3. Then from there, I want prime bases. So I will have a 3 squared, and then it goes with a x. So I'll have a 2x there. I'll have a 3 squared, and then it goes with a negative 1. So I multiplied, it gives me a negative 2. Then here my base is 2. Grade 8 stuff, 2 cubed. So I will have a 3x. Then I will have my 2 to the x and my 2 to the negative 4. Then at the bottom, I have a 3 by 4 and then a 3 by 4. So that 3 goes with the 2x. What about the 4? The 4 is a 2 squared. So if I multiply that, I will have a 4x. Then same thing here. I will have a 3 to the negative 3. Then I will have a 2 squared to the negative 3, which will be negative 6. Right, so in an exams, you want to minimize as many steps as possible so that you are done. Then what can I do from here? I can say, let me focus on my 3 with exponents that have variables. So these ones will even out. I don't worry about them. There isn't another one. Then now what do I have? I have these two. Then I can say I have a 3 and I have a negative 2. Then I can take that one, make it a positive, isn't it? Otherwise, I could have done it in my head if I wanted. Then I'm done with the 3's. I just make sure, okay, right, those even out. Then this one and that one give me that situation. Then what about my 2's with exponent x's? These ones will give me a 4x. They even out with that one. I don't even bother. Okay, right. So all I'm gonna bother with now is my 2 with numerals, isn't it? So I will have a 2 and a negative 4, and then that one will be a positive 6. Okay, if I bring it up there. Then I will have a 3 to the 1. Then I will have a 2 to the 2. Then I will have a 12. Okay. Then you are done in 3 minutes if you want to. All right. If you are fast enough and you prepared yourself well, you can do this. Otherwise, if you are not prepared well, what are you going to do? You are going to say, okay, I don't want to take chances. This is 3 to the 2x minus 2x. That's what you are going to do. Then you will say 3 to the negative 2, negative 3, negative 3. Right, you see some of the mistakes that can happen if you are not ready or you do too many processes. That's what can happen, but it's simply up to you. Right, so I've done my first 3, I've done this other 3. Then I'm gonna do my 2x. So you can simply say I have a 2x, so that 2 to the 3x plus 3 plus x rather. Then you are going to say what happens to the other one. I am going to subtract it. Okay, so you can do that so that you don't do it in your brain. then you are done. Then you say, now I'm left with my numbers. So I have 2 to the negative 4 at the top. Then what happens at the bottom? I will have a 2 to the negative 6. So I have a negative 6 because I'm subtracting it. So let's see what happens. I'll have a 3 to the 0. Then I will have a 3 to the 2, negative 2 plus, okay, let's do it, negative 2 plus 3. Then I will have a 2 to the 4x minus 4x. It's really up to you, okay? So you want to be very careful. You can do as many steps as possible so that you don't make mistakes. So what happens to this one now? It will give me a 2 to the 0. What about this one? This one will give me a 3 to the 1, isn't it? And then this one will give me a 1. What about this one? This one will give me a 2 to the 2. So in the end, what do I have? Again, I have a 3 to the 1, and then I have 2 to the 2. Because this one will be, this one will remain, this one will become like that, that will be a 1, and then that will be a 4. Then when I get here, same thing. All right, so my clock says I'm 7 minutes. So even doing the second method, I still was able to be reasonable because you want to spend 1 minute per mark, isn't it? So from here, you could simply take this route if you are not a sharp person like me. Right. If you come to me, I'll make you sharp for grade 11 so that you pass your grade 11 with colors. Then you are done. When you're done with grade 11 with colors, beginning of grade 12, you take your report of grade 11. You are able to apply at university. You don't need to wait for grade 12 June exams. All right, so I'm going to say good luck for your grade 10 exams. Let's see other challenges from the other topics.